Hey, it's Colleen.
Hi, it's Kate.
And it's Megan.
And we're the
Three Scheme Queens. Join us as we discuss popular hoaxes and give you our comedic take on what is fact and what is fiction. If you have a sense of humor and an open mind, come take this journey with us.
We'll tell you what we think, and we'll try to prove it to you.
Is this thing on?
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Welcome back.
We're back.
She's here.
Here we are. We're back again. The three screams on the couch.
We're the three best friends that
Anyone
could
could have.
when you say you said something and I was like, what is that?
She's back.
Yeah, you said that earlier.
She.
So who's
I
she?
think I'm actually mimicking a show. She's back. Is it Drag Race?
I don't know. You said she's back last time too, and I was like, does she mean like Kate's back?
I think I'm mimicking something. Couldn't tell you what.
It's a TikTok.
Oh.
She's back.
I knew I was mimicking something.
There's a 90% chance it was.
Is the audio from Drag Race? Or Project Runway, maybe?
It's
feel
a
like it-
song. She's back.
Oh, hey guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, Colleen's referencing an audio.
My head's like 60% repetitive audios. 10%.
And
things.
yeah. We're winding down here on the summer, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited for fall. I went to Home Goods the other day. All
I
the
just
fall
want it
stuff
to be
was out.
chilly
It was
outside.
So cute. So many cute fall
I
things.
know you did a haul, and it was
Somewhere out there
something.
is a little.
Like my haul?
No, you were just like, everyone's been asking to see what I got, so I'm
Four
gonna show you.
people. Four
I was like,
people.
That
everyone-
sounds like a lot, Megan. Four.
Yeah.
Four is.
People was a lot.
Let me guess. One was Morgan.
Yep. Morgan.
Somewhere out there, audience, is a little ghost holding a Diet Coke. We need the ghost with the Diet Coke can.
Mhm.
It just goes with everything.
We do.
If anybody sees it, buy it for me. I'll buy it with you.
There's room for it on my tchotchke shelf
No.
in my office where we're going to be recording next season, hopefully.
Recording live.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to record in the office. It's the cutest
We
place.
should
Megan
get
has worked
Megan-
so hard on it.
We need to get Megan an on-air sign.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we've got Kate back for a second one here.
Yeah. Back to
Go.
back.
So is it time for our
Drink
Drink check.
Oh.
So today we're having an on-theme drink check.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert, Colleen said she didn't want it.
So I
Yeah.
poured hers into my cup.
I
'cause
thought maybe she would like it because Colleen has told me in the past that she enjoys sangria.
I
This is not
do.
sangria,
I do like sangria.
but then she decided maybe it's the white version.
I like both. I drink
white
both.
sangria is not commonly like. I feel like red is much more common.
I drink both, but I think when you order sangria at a restaurant, it's like 60% just straight juice.
It has a lot of juice. in
Yeah.
it, yeah. So it's called a Tinto de Verano.
Tinto de verano.
Yep. And it's basically a Spanish red wine cocktail that they drink in Ibiza.
Ibiza.
That's my one time I get.
I told Kit I'm not going to be able to listen to Ibiza for this whole episode, and she said, "Let's say it once." So there it was.
And before we recorded, I was like, Ibiza, Ibiza, Ibiza.
So anyway, it's got red wine in it, and you're supposed to use like a fruity red wine, but you can also use Pinot Noir, which is what we use. We use Mayomi Pinot Noir,
Love Mayomi.
a lemon lime soda, and you could use 7-Up, Sprite. We went with Olipop because I chose it.
Hippie shit.
Yep. And lots of ice, which
Mhm.
again is another reason I thought Colleen might like this. And then lemon or orange slices were optional, but I put orange. I put 2 squeezes of orange slice in it.
I wanted it to have more juice.
Yeah.
When you swallow it and then breathe out, it just tastes like church wine.
Let's also though, I wouldn't call Mayomi church wine either.
Mm-mm.
Well, I prefer this to our last drink check, Kate.
Yeah. I prefer I think
I didn't think it was
both have
bad.
their moment.
I would have drank half of it and let it sit there, so I didn't want to waste it, and I knew you would drink it.
Yeah, she said I'm not going to drink it, and so I got a double going.
I like
Yeah.
feeling safe to voice my opinions in the room, but sometimes Megan holds it against me.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I don't ever want you to feel unsafe. I find it endearing, but then like her and Kate make the same face as Kate's
I'm just
kids
not.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Like an over the top face of disgust when they put something in their mouth they don't like. And I just wish they would just be like, not for me, you know? Why does it have to be
Some of the things we've
dramatic?
tasted in this room, though.
I'm done with the summer. I'm done with heat.
I could delete the summer in the year and be
Yeah,
perfectly satisfied.
Are you ready?
I can't go outside. I burn. I'm sweaty. I
No.
chafe.
You like
It's
to
like,
you like to go to the New England beaches.
okay, but when the sun goes down, I burn, I blister, I'm uncomfortable, I can't move, I don't like clothes in the summer. Like, I can't complain about it enough. Can't do it enough.
Are you ready for the kids to be in school?
Yes,
There was no hesitation there.
I am ready for the kids to be in school. All right. So speaking of the summer and being hot and
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
uncomfortable, and maybe what things that we do in the summer is go to the beach
Beach,
or maybe
beach.
Ibiza.
Ah, the Ibiza beach.
Why do people say? Why is it pronounced that way?
That's how
It's Spanish.
in Spain they pronounce their
All Z's are.
Z's and S's are they pronounce España.
That sounds like a lisp.
Español. It is a lisp. That's how they talk. It's really annoying.
There's Z's.
It's
I'm trying to think of what other Spanish words have a Z in them.
it's allegedly how your like Spanish was originally spoken, right? And then when they came over and started conquering South America, they spoke differently. But then maybe it's like English, how we speak the
We speak
original
the right
English.
way.
Yeah,
and
so
the
maybe
English have changed.
maybe South America speaks the right Spanish.
I don't know. Thank
They also use vosotros in Espanol in Spain instead of tú, which is also annoying.
Well, thank you for that lesson from our Spanish minor. I still hate it. Can we
Yeah.
please say Ibiza for the rest of the episode?
Yeah, Ibiza.
Feels wrong.
Okay.
So have you guys ever heard anything about Es Vedra?
No,
Okay.
No.
I had no idea what you were talking about.
Yeah.
I Googled Es Vedra and all it came up was nymphs. And then I said, I don't want to know anymore. I want to be surprised.
A nymph. We're talking about nymphs.
I don't know anything about a nymph.
Oh,
Okay.
So let me tell you guys about how I figured this out.
yeah. I don't know where you came up with this.
So I read this book, The Life Impossible, by Matt Haig,
Okay.
who wrote The Midnight Library.
Oh, that's on my TBR. Midnight Library.
Yeah, The Midnight
My
Library,
sister read
right.
it.
So anyway, so it kind of like follows this old lady who has a really sort of like depressing life, and then her friend moves out to Ibiza, dies, and leaves her this house.
Okay.
And so she goes out to Ibiza. She runs into this guy, and it's all set in like Es Vedra,
Mm.
right? So Es Vedra is like a rock off the coast of Ibiza.
Okay. Oh, sorry, my lisp.
There's this whole like magical realism aspect of the book, and so I looked it up, and I was like, "Is this place real?" And it's real,
Oh.
and it's a real. Whatever happened in the book, I'm not going to spoil it because if somebody wants to read it, go ahead and read it. It's fine. It's not like the best book I've ever read in my life, but it's fine.
Okay.
But the magical realism aspect of it, of these like lights in the sky, and the magical aspect of Es Vedra is very much something that people ponder upon often. So anyway, it is a conspiracy, and we're going to talk about it. Okay.
Mm.
The unexplained lights in the water near Es Vedra, a mystical rocky island off the southwest coast of Ibiza, Spain, has been the subject of many UFO sightings, paranormal reports, and mysterious legends for decades. Some people seem to believe that the lights could be spiritual, while others take a more logical approach, like science. Either way, the lights are certainly majestic, intriguing, and curious, as Es Vedra continues to be one of the more enigmatic places in the Mediterranean.
Oh my god, I'm looking
There's
it up.
lights in the water and lights in the sky.
It's literally gorgeous.
Yeah. So where is Es Vedra? It is off the southwest coast of Ibiza. trying so hard. It rises out of the water at nearly 400 meters, which is like 400 times 3. What's that? 1,200 feet. It's more than just like a scenic backdrop. It's a place where it's like heavily steeped in legend and culture from many different civilizations. So it's a place that's filled with legend from many different parts and of civilization. So not just like present day. So interesting enough, it is one of the most magnetic spots on Earth, up there with the Bermuda Triangle. So there's been a lot of like mysterious effects on technology out here. Compasses tend to spin out of control. Birds lose their sense of direction. Birds aren't real. So technology, you know. And then sailors will say that their boats sort of like act abnormally around this area. There is a large amount of spiritual energy there. Like, I don't think that there's a way to measure that, but that is what the people say. There's a large amount of spiritual energy there. So like a lot of people, you can't get over there because it's protected. Like the wildlife is all protected over there. But it's a very like popular place that people will like get a pass and try and go over there and do yoga, meditate. It's like I said, it's a protected area, and it requires a permit. And then in the 19th century, apparently there was a Carmelite monk named Father Francisco Palau. And he would frequently kind of retreat over to Es Vedra and do a lot of meditation. And during his time here, Palau actually said that he had visions
of miracles,
of like extraterrestrial sort of life and these like celestial beings. And he experienced profound spiritual
isn't it
awakenings down
like
here.
they say the realistic vision of an angel is kind of like the way they describe angels in the book? Don't they present like that?
Every time an angel appears in the Bible, they say, "Fear not," because they're actually really scary looking, rather than
like
what
aliens.
people think. Like people think they
aliens.
look like. Again, this is like a lot of people sort of come to this place to have this like spiritual pilgrimage where they can connect because of what is thought to be like a higher spiritual energy. There's an association with ancient civilizations. So one of the most common myths is that it is actually a remnant of the lost city of Atlantis.
Oh
Yeah.
that
So
could be interesting.
I know
How do
there's not
we-
much on it. It just
Oh.
this is
Are there markings that you can see on the rock?
it's purely speculative.
Oh.
It's just what people are. It's
But when they're connecting it to ancient history, or is it like just stories of the rock, or is there like proof of ancient history
I think the
physically?
rock looks like something that
that is towed in? Okay.
from Atlantis.
It has a very distinct shape.
It does. So Atlantis, we know, was a like highly civilized city that sunk. It disappeared under the waves and it was never found again. And so many people sort of think that Es Vedra could be part of this city that sunk and connected to the ancient world that way. It's also been linked to Greek mythology, which is like, it is said to be like the home of the sirens.
Oh, that's
where
what I was reading.
The sirens and the nymphs.
Yeah, and the nymphs.
Yeah, so they were luring Odysseus to their doom in the Odyssey. You know, a very
coming out.
Yep, Homer. Is it coming out in a movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think, is it Matt Damon in it? It's like a whole bunch of hot men.
Really?
Somebody
2026.
boom, got him. Yeah, I think they've already filmed it.
Christopher Nolan's movies.
Isn't Matt Damon, or did I make that up?
Tom Holland, Matt Damon,
Oh,
Zendaya,
Yeah,
Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson,
Zendaya.
and the Spider-Man guys
Elliot
in it, though.
Page.
They're both in it.
Yeah, Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron.
Wow, a lot.
Somebody else was in it, but then left.
Anyway, this kind of like ties into the sailors saying that their boats don't work, and it's very
Sirens?
the sirens, and how it's dangerous waters and it's natural obstacles, but also like spiritual obstacles that are there, supernatural like sirens. There's also the story of the fisherman and the mermaid, which according to the local folklore, a young fisherman from Ibiza actually fell in love with a mermaid that he was courting around the waters.
Did he become a mermaid?
No, it's very sad.
Oh.
The story goes that every night the mermaid would rise, the high tide would come in. She would come and she would see her fisherman, and then low tide would come out and take her back out to the sea. And how they could never actually be together because he could never be in the water and she could never live on land.
That's sad.
That is what the locals. So then I looked it up, and apparently there's no like written. This must be like told verbally.
Yeah.
There's no written story about this in Spain, but there is a Cornish story
A Cornish?
of a mermaid and a fisherman.
What's
Yeah.
Cornish?
Isn't that Ireland?
It refers to Cornwall, a county in England.
Cornish.
So Ludi was a kind and generous fisherman. He discovered a mermaid caught by her hair on
His
a
name
rock.
was Ludi.
Ludi.
I like that.
He frees her, and in gratitude, she grants him 3 wishes. Ludi wishes for the power to break spells, to call to good spirits, and to pass powers to his descendants.
Oh.
The mermaid grants his wishes and demands he follow her into the sea. But Ludi resists with a magic iron knife and escapes. For 9 years, Ludi uses his powers to help his village, and on the same August night 9 years later, the mermaid returns, and this time, Ludi cannot resist her call, aka she's a siren.
Whoa.
And he vanishes into the sea, and he's never seen again.
Bro.
The legend says that his descendants did, in fact, inherit his magical gifts. And it's also a curse. They're gifts and curses because every 9 years, one of them is taken by the sea.
That's sad.
Like
Like a cat.
a cat?
9 years.
9 lives.
9 lives?
Yeah. That's what I think.
So anyway, that is the story of the fisherman and the mermaid, but apparently it happened in Es Vedra.
Whoa.
There's been some UFO sightings and other paranormal activity there.
Well, I believe that.
Hold on.
So the island has actually been like a pretty big hotspot for like unidentified flying objects and strange lights in the sky. And some people speculate that it could be like a portal to another dimension, while other people think that like this is actually like a landing spot for aliens.
Interesting.
So the most famous incident is called the Meneses incident. So in 1979, TAE flight JK-297 was en route to Las Palmas from Salzburg and was refueling in Mallorca when a mysterious red light from an approaching aircraft was approaching them at around 11 o'clock p.m. The crew was unable to get confirmation from the air traffic controller or the military radar, and they had to change altitude very quickly to avoid a collision. But when they looked back, apparently these lights were actually following them. They were actually fearing that they were going to crash. So the captain decided to make an emergency landing in the Meneses airport, and this was marking the first time a commercial airliner actually landed due to a UFO threat. After landing, the radar revealed around 3 large UFOs, each about 200 meters wide, which is 600 feet wide, close to.
I got to be honest, until this episode, you said multiply by 3 to get feet. And I was like, is she mixing up like feet and yards? And I looked it up, and you're right. It's like 3.2 times. And I
Like
don't know how I went my whole life not knowing
3.2.
how to convert meters
Really?
to feet. Yeah.
Yards and meters are like very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Oh,
learned
so
that.
3
Yeah.
feet is about 1 meter?
3.2 feet in a meter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that either, but I was just believing you.
So anyway, one apparently came close to the runway, and it prompted like emergency procedures on the plane. And a Spanish Air Force Mirage F1, which was piloted by Captain Fernando Camara, was actually dispatched, and he reached Mach 1.4 trying to intercept these objects. out of the sky. And he describes them as like a glowing cone-shaped craft. The UFO was not able to be captured, and at one point the F-1 jet experienced electronic jamming and a missile radar lock warnings. After 90 minutes of fruitless pursuit, he couldn't catch them. He had to return to the base because he actually had some low fuel. The UFO vanished towards Africa, and he never was heard from again. Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's some possible explanations for this, because as people do, they try to explain these away, right? Because we could never, be in touch with alien life form out. Yeah. So the UFO encounter had such a public impact that in 1980, it actually reached the Spanish Parliament, where a representative called for an official explanation, and then honestly, it was just dismissed because they were like, it can't be a UFO. So no one really took it seriously. And then in 1994, the Spanish Air Force actually declassified a report saying that it was flashes from a distant chemical plant, quote, and it could have been just like natural phenomena from like stars that were hundreds of miles away. However, the witnesses and the pilot were like, this can't be true.
That doesn't line up with the pilot's experience.
Right. And the Air Force captain, who was actually, in pursuit with his F-1 fighter pilot.
That's what I
pilot.
meant.
Yeah.
And it doesn't line up with the Air Force pilot's account. Yeah.
Right. And the report actually, and this report that was, declassified, did not talk about how the electronic systems in the F-1 jet from the Spanish Air Force was being jammed and being messed up during his, attempt to try and capture the UFO. Okay. And then so some people actually said that they think that maybe that the jamming of the jet's electronic systems was actually caused by the U.S. Sixth Fleet's electronic warfare equipment, which was within the region of the area. But Captain Fernando, who was flying the jet, was actually like, no, it's too far. Like, there wouldn't have been a communication issue. And he said, this could not be it. And then most recently, in June 2024, there's a clip on social media that went viral.
Colleen's seen it.
I know. It was viral on TikTok. It's off the coast. It's right by Ibiza. It shows tourists looking out in the sky, and they see a mysterious light in the sky, and suddenly the light just zips away and you don't see it again.
It like hovered.
Yeah, it hovered and then it zipped away.
Oh, that's an alien, all right. I'll tell you what. You got me on the magnetic aspect of it in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Don't trust it.
I was like, oh, how do we not know this? How do we not know about this like other place that is like the Bermuda Triangle? So then there's this like legend of a witch stone that's on Es Vedra, that if the couples go to the rock and touch the rock, then their life, they'll have a more
peaceful or whatever.
No, like a better
Sex
life.
Oh,
Yeah.
not what I was like, oh, a happy marriage. That's very Spanish.
There's also the legend of a triangle of silence, where you've heard of we've talked about the Bermuda Triangle, and then the triangle of silence is often referred to as Vedra. There is the Ifak rock in Calpe, Alicante, and then on the southwest coast of Majorca, and that is like a triangle where, again, it's like the Bermuda Triangle, where we've talked about like aircrafts and boats sort of losing their ability to navigate and compasses spinning out of control.
Crazy.
There's Tanit and Baal, Tanit and Baal are the ancient gods and goddesses of Ibiza. So this is before Spain was conquered by the Roman Empire.
Okay.
This is the back in the times of the Phoenicians, who settled in Ibiza, and they worshipped the sun god named Baal and the moon goddess named Tanit, who represented dance, fertility, sexuality, and creativity. And often, if you go to Ibiza, you'll see that Tanit is still very much, the presence of her is still very
Like in the culture.
affluent there. Yeah. So you'll see little statues of her in the island, and people will still perform dances that sort of represent like fertility in the island and creativity. And they continue to do these like ceremonies and during the summer months specifically. So the idea is that when Tanit passed away, went into Es Vedra, and her soul actually lives on in Es Vedra. So that's another thought. So lots of weird things that could happen there. There's also that the most compelling, I think, is the
UFO.
UFO
Yeah,
incident.
that sounds legit.
And then even the one in 2025 where we'll post it to the social media, or I'm sorry, 2024, we'll post it to the social media account, but it's very clear in the video what happens. It's like you can see the moon, and there is underneath the moon,
Something hovering.
there's hovering, and then it zips away. Yeah.
I don't know. I think we need to plan a trip.
I would love to go there. Yeah. It's on my bucket. Spain in general on my bucket list.
The book that I read took the portal route.
Interesting.
Like a magical portal to another world.
Right. So that's the route we'll take.
But lots of just
the only way I
legend
travel.
sort of seeped in.
Through the hole.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? We need to take.
So it sounds very like spiritual of a place.
Yeah, magnetic.
Yeah.
I mean,
life changing.
It sounds like a lot of mythology and legend. So I'm really not that impressed, except
The
for
UFO.
the UFO
Yeah.
incident.
Except for the UFOs.
Do we think there's octopi in this area?
It's in the Mediterranean, or is it in the Atlantic technically still? What
It's in the
part?
Mediterranean.
Oh, well,
So yes. Yeah.
okay. So
Right,
we're
or
probably looking for their octopi.
Maybe.
Mm.
Or maybe, is it close to... No. I was going to say, maybe it's another place that the eels try and swim to.
Well, the eels commute from the coast around England back to the Bermuda Triangle, though. So the eels do travel from there to the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh.
So maybe.
Anyway, I thought that was interesting. A nice little tie between literature and conspiracy.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like it's got something to it.
Either way, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks like a beautiful place to be.
Mm-hmm.
From the pictures, it looks like there's like an island that you can see the rock from.
Right.
And my God, and the sunset.
Yeah.
Thanks. That was another good one, Kate.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Guys, just a reminder, don't forget to check out our Facebook and Instagram pages at 3 Scheme Queens. That's the number 3 Scheme Queens, all one word. We're also on Reddit, same username. If you want to check out our website, go to 3schemequeens.com and you can find links to our social media accounts, our Buzzsprout page, all of our episodes, additional content, our contact page, and our discussion board where you can engage with us and share any updates on the topics that we have discussed. Let us know how we're doing and what you want to hear next. There are also opportunities to financially support us. There are links to buy us a cup of coffee, links to our recently updated merch store, and affiliate links. And as always, if you choose not to financially support us, we appreciate the follows, the downloads, listens, the likes. Kate, what should the people do?
Someone else to talk. I've talked. You guys didn't really respond. I talked the whole time. You guys just...
Because it felt more of a story. I didn't have to fight you on anything. Well, first, send this to anybody who pronounces it Ibiza the correct way. And then scroll on down. Give us a review. Interact. Download. Follow us on Instagram.
And then you can send this to 3 people who say Ibiza.
No, Ibiza.
Also.
Vote
Do you
below.
know someone who
Yeah.
says Ibiza?
Yeah, she does. The person in the mirror, huh, Megan?
I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
Okay, well, we'll see you guys next
See
Tuesday.
you next Tuesday for the finale.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right, see you then.
See you
ya.
again. Bye.